this is actually our farm. Yeah. And there's actually avocados. Actually, this is actually it's not the season for avocados, but our tree probably is actually shedding down the seeds, and there's actually just avocado 111, probably things like that. So this is actually our farm, and this is actually our farm for coffee. And now it's actually not the season for coffee here in our plants, maybe in our farm. Actually, they're actually over, and there's not even any coffee for now. But maybe from next month, probably March, because now there's not even any seeds out, or maybe any flowers. There are not any flowers now, so maybe March or maybe April, now there's gonna be a lot of flowers, and the coffees are gonna come out, maybe probably something like that. So yeah, this is actually our farm of coffee. Is actually a quarter an acre. I think it's actually a quarter an acre, or maybe a quarter an acre, something like that. Yeah, a quarter an acre. Not here, I think it's a quarter an acre for coffee, only coffee. And yeah, and this side, guys, we do have bananas, and we do have like two types of bananas. One type of banana, the one that we can cook and eat the bananas, and the another type of banana is actually the one that you're gonna put them ripe, and you're gonna eat the one that is ripe, the ripe bananas, something like that. So the whole of the farm is actually three quarter acre of the bananas, guys, and it's been here for years, these bananas, and they're still here. So guys, this is actually our bananas. As you can see, the bananas, they are always too much of bananas, you understand? So like this type of banana is the one that you can ripe it off, and as you can see, the one that's coming on, and this is actually how it looks like down. So sometimes we do plant inside here some maize or anything, but a lot of time when you plant something inside the farm of bananas, it doesn't get well good, something like that, you understand? That is actually bananas until down there, and even inside bananas we do have even trees inside. And yeah, so these are actually trees we have planted on the line like this, just to separate the mainland. This is actually the mainland, and this is actually where we put some bananas until there. And in our farm too, we do have like different types of fruits. So we have apple. We do have avocados, and we do have mangoes too, like a lot of mango trees inside here. And we have zambarau. I don't know, that trees you are seeing there is actually zambarau tree, the one that always bring out the purple, what is it called, the purple fruits, I don't know, something like that. And we do have like liqueurs. We do have liqueurs too, like we do have like different types of fruits in our farm. And a lot of fruits here in our farm is actually avocados and liqueurs and maembes and mangoes. Liqueurs are there. And there is actually where I buried my dad. That's actually the cage of my brother, his very stubborn brother. And that's actually our avocado tree too. Like we have three types. And we do have sweet bananas. The sweet bananas, the one that always come, the smaller sweet bananas, and there's always sweet. So yeah, and this is actually our land, There's actually the cow, our favorite cow, and our favorite goat. This one actually was coming from one of my cousin. So one of my cousin, they came and bring the dowry. They brought the dowry of that cow and that what does it call, that goat. So yeah, that's actually the dowry of my cousin. This is actually our sweet potatoes. So we always plant sweet potatoes, because the good thing of sweet potatoes, when you plant, these are actually sweet potatoes, as you can see, and we didn't even plant much. It always save people, a lot of people, especially when it's actually on May time. On May time, guys, there's always a lot of hunger hunger, like there's no food. Yes, there's food, people have planned a lot of food, but the food hasn't grown yet. So in May and the last week of April too, there's always hunger time whereby there's not a lot of food. So whereby now the sweet potatoes comes in to help people, because you can eat sweet potatoes anytime, at least to keep you full. So, and the good thing of sweet potato, it can grow any time of the season, whether is summer or maybe whether is winter time. So this sweet potato is gonna be here until May or maybe June. And if June and May is a little bit dry, but it's gonna be there to help people for food, because at that time the maize is always expensive. The maize goes for almost 200 Kenyan shillings for 1 kg. Can you? So that's it. So the sweet potato is always good for the homes, because it helps a lot to sustain the hunger, you understand? And yeah, growing up for me, it's been, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's been difficult for me, because me growing up, my grandma used to take over us very well. So I'm not gonna say like Millie, I've slept hunger. I only slept hungry once actually, and that time we misbehaved so bad that our grandma was so mad at us, and she was like, you know what, you're gonna learn a lesson, and from there we learn a lesson, actually, something like that. And yeah, this is actually the biggest avocado farm in our farm. And this is actually the type of avocados. Actually, they're always, you know, falling down, and they're too much, whereby nobody wanna eat them. Even if I wanna eat them, me too, I'm not gonna finish eating them. So, and now they're smaller, because actually now it's not the season of avocados, but it's trying to shed off all the avocados, because in the next maybe around June, July, until August, is gonna put again. They're gonna grow again. So this time they're gonna grow the nice one. But this season they're not good. As you can see, they are falling down like everywhere. Too much avocados. Even I wanna try them. But this tree is always coming out the bigger avocados. But this time they're actually the smaller one. But they're not sweet for now. But they're nice when you put on your bread, something like that, like a sandwich. So yeah, like we used to have like a lot of avocados, but because it's actually the too much trees in your farm is not good for the farm, because the trees gain a lot of water from the farm, whereby when you grow something in your farm, I'm telling you guys, too much trees in the farm is not good, especially when your farm is used for growing crops. You understand? As you can see, guys, this other side, there is no trees on the whole farm, you understand? And as you can see, we haven't even grown anything in the farm yet, because not the season yet. Because even if you're gonna grow it now, next month on March is gonna be dry, and whenever it's gonna be dry, you can't even, you're not gonna get any profit, because there's no need. Like now it's raining, and the rain is always coming once a week, twice a week. And in March there's gonna be dry season. In March there's gonna be really dry. So can you imagine me growing it now, and March is gonna be dry? So all the plants, they're gonna be destroyed. You understand? They're gonna be destroyed. So something like that. So we are waiting until the last week of March, because the main season of growing is gonna be on April probably. Yeah. But if you have a farm, okay, we have another farm at the riverside whereby you can still grow it now. It's already grown already. We have already planted, whereby when you grow it now, even if it's gonna be the hot season, it can still be nice. The crop's gonna be grown no matter the season, because it's near the river. So yeah, so meanwhile, that's it. I'm not good in explaining about farming, but I will just tell you, when you have a farm and you have your mind, probably the farm is always a nice place to be. Because yeah, it's nice. For me, I love farming, you understand? It doesn't mean that I'm gonna go to the farm and farm. No, I'm just gonna maybe instruct people, be telling like, okay, you have to do like this and this, something like that. So this one is actually Napier grass. It's actually the Napier grass, whereby you can cut the Napier grass, and I know people knows the Napier grass. You can cut the Napier grass, give the cows and any cattle, any livestock, because yeah. So yeah, apparently in our home we don't have too much cows. It's only this one. I had another one, and I'm not gonna tell you the story. So but that cow, actually that cow and that goat, they actually gave my cousin, one of my cousin, they brought dowry for her, and I'm so happy for her. As you can see, guys, we added 2 lines of sweet potatoes. These are actually sweet potatoes, as you can see. So this is actually gonna help us during the hunger days, because during the hunger days, guys, hey, don't even play with hunger days while in your village. Is always bad. So this how we always, as you can see on here, this how we always make the separation of someone land and another person land. We do use these scissors to make the separate line. Like now our farm starts from here until down there is like, I don't know, is 5, 6, I don't know, I've never even tried to measure it. So the other upper side actually for someone else. And yeah, this is actually good. And all these trees you see, they are ours. As you can see, the guy there, he's trying actually to cut the tree. So things like that. So here in the village, you can even sell the tree and get money to do something that you wanna do with. And probably, as you can see, that tree there at the farm, it's always helping people to sit under whenever someone is cultivating, and maybe someone is tired and is so much hot, whereby he or she can sit under the trees and get some energy so that he can continue doing the work. I can imagine. So guys, that's it for now. And yeah, we do have fruits. We have trees whereby if you want to build a house, you can just cut off the tree down and you make your own house, you understand? So you can make the modern house, you can make the traditional house, you can make any type of the house that you like, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys our houses. As for me, I love this place, you understand, because here is where I grow up. Here is where my dad comes from, and here is where I'm supposed to be forever, you understand? Even although I have my mom place, I have my grandma place, but my dad place is the place that I want to stay, because he's my dad and it belongs to my dad. That means it belongs to me, even if I am a lady. I have my brother. He's actually the smallest. I'm the eldest, but he's actually, he doesn't like listening. He always do things that are not appropriate. So that's actually this it. And when it comes actually to the coffee farm, a lot of time we don't dig out downside actually. Let me go with this one back home. So a lot of time we don't dig down. We always take all those maize leftover things. We come and we light I'm talking about these things. You understand? These things from maize. We always take them and we light them inside here, because whenever you are cultivating, oh my god, you're cultivating a coffee farm, we don't cultivate until down near the roots, you understand? The moment you cut any roots, the moment you're just destroying the tree, you understand? So whenever we are cultivating here, you have to cultivate, around, not near, because whenever you're cultivating near. So in our farm, actually, you see this avocado tree, guys. This one is actually the best avocado tree. Actually, I don't know, I could have done, I don't know if I can jump. Let me put my phone down so that you guys, we can jump. I think I'm so short. This is actually the best avocado tree ever. This avocado tree is so sweet. It's very sweet, guys. So yeah, this is actually my grandpa cemetery. Okay, a lot of people, they do their cemetery where someone dies, where they bury people, they can make it cement, they cement the place, things like that. So here in our this is actually my grandma's, you see. So I'm actually working on her. We are so used to it. So here is actually her name. She died in 2019 and she was born in 1949 actually. So this is actually her her grave, and the other one is actually my grandpa graves. Actually, I think the Musalaba, the cross, has been years, since 1998. It's far. So I'm gonna show you my dad's one. So here actually we can cement it if you want. If you don't want, you can just leave it. And we do have the guavas, the lookwood tree here. There's always amazing, guys. And we do have this fruit too. Even although here we don't eat it, but probably I saw it one down here. I don't know. Yeah, it's here. Let me show you guys. Let me show you, where is it? I've seen it here. Where did I say? Okay. So this is actually the fruits. This one is not good. Well, there is a fruit tree here. I don't know how. Oh, there is a fruit tree here. So guys, we do have this fruit. Okay. We do have this fruit here. I don't know the name of this fruit, but they do eat it. They do eat it actually, but I don't know the name of it. Maybe I'm gonna Google it. So yeah, actually here where I'm walking through is actually the coffee farm. It's so long. Actually, it's not even a quarter land. I think it's actually either 2 quarters of land of coffee. So yeah, we always remove the coffee and we take them to the factory, whereby it's actually like, a longer distance, like 2 kilometers from here. Sometimes we walk, sometimes you can use the name. And we do plant trees, where I don't know the name of these trees. Actually, probably you guys, you can know the name of these trees, whereby we do plant them to help us making the mbaos, things like that. And yeah, so as you can see, we were cutting another one actually to make to make this one. I don't know how to make them. They call what in English? Things like this. So yeah. Done. Yeah. So yeah, this is actually our home. As you can see, this is actually our toilet. Don't mind, it's actually like tree. So this is actually how our homes looks like, probably. And I wash my clothes. I'm about to, to go back to where I'm coming from. This is how our homes looks like. Probably you can have the modern house, you can have the traditional house, you can have any type of houses that you love, you understand? That's my in-law. Hi in-law, how are you? So yeah, guys, this is how actually our homes looks like. Probably if you wanna know how we made them, let me show you through this one. So this is how our homes looks like. And we use mud. As you can see, this is actually mud. We use mud to build our homes, and we use the iron sheets too. And probably we do use the cow dung on our wall and some sand to make it, like so you can see here is actually red, here is actually a little bit another color. So this is actually the mixture of cow dung. Cow dung is actually cow fist, let me just say cow fist, and actually the river soil, whereby we mix and we can make it, and we can even make it on the floor. Something like that. We do use it on the floor too. We don't use the cement. You can still use the cement, but it's a little bit expensive, things like that. And sometimes our houses looks like this, So this is actually my uncle's house, or my dad brother. Yeah. So we have an mango trees. Like we do have fruits everywhere. Let me say we do have trees everywhere in our home. Like as you can see, our home is always trees everywhere, whereby you can have any shade to sit on, things like that, you understand? So yeah, so here is actually where my dad land starts from. It starts from here until down there. So yeah, and we have mangoes, as I was telling you, and this actually is the best avocado trees ever in our places. This is actually the house that I built my brother long time ago when he was actually young. He's not around actually. He's very stubborn boy, whereby I don't want to talk about it. So here's where I buried my dad in 1996. No, 1996. Or it was 1998. It's been years. And I'm so lucky that this is actually his grave. Probably I always say like one day I'm gonna cement it to be a smaller one so that sometimes it get bushy, whereby sometimes people get scared. Before I used to get scared, but nowadays I don't get scared. And beside my dad's grave, there's actually lookwards, whereby there's 2 lookwards tree whereby we do it. But maybe one time when I'm gonna make you guys a video again, I'm gonna make sure I cement a little bit. But before we cement the graveyard of someone who died long time ago. It need to be a feast whereby people come, and eat and drink and do all sort of traditional ways. Yeah, one day when it comes to that, guys, I'm gonna show you, understand? So yeah, we haven't planted yet. We are still waiting for the main season. And here we do have bananas, whereby my brother tried to, to plant the bananas because he's very stubborn boy. Let me just say, this is actually his house. He's not around actually. So yeah, this is actually our sukuma wiki, whereby we plant our sukuma wiki. We have sukuma wiki. We do have this type of green stew, things like that. And yeah, and we do have the green, like this, all this, as you can see, this green, all of it is actually the vegetable, whereby we plant our own vegetable, because it's more easier to plant your own vegetable than buying the vegetable from outside, things like that, yeah. So yeah, this is actually still our sukuma wiki, and we do have the mango tree there, and we do have the sweet potatoes here to we do have a lot of food in our farm. So that's it for today, guys. And I felt so upset the other time when I was here in my village. I had planted a lot of trees inside here, this farm of trees. Actually, this is where my trees are, and to be accident, actually none of the trees grew up, actually, you understand, because the sun came and it destroyed all of my, it was actually, how many trees? It was actually 100 trees, whereby none of it survived. You understand? I even tried to plant the guavas on this line. I can see only the 2, maybe if I walk until downward. But I was thinking again, maybe when the season, maybe on April, I will come back again and I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna plant a lot of trees. Things like that. Mayuri, yeah. So yeah, things like that. So probably maybe one day when I come back, I'm gonna plant more of the trees, because here we do cut our trees, and they always say you cut one tree, you plant another 3. Yeah. So yeah, let me see. I had planted one of the fruit down here. I see if it's actually growing or not. So here is actually where my family is, and we love each other. We do things together, things like that. And we're just hoping for the best. But next time, it's gonna be a very nice change. I can see all my fruits died. They all died, actually. And the way I gave myself strength to plant. So guys, that's it. And that's actually our home looks like. And yeah, I'm not gonna complain, but yeah, actually, there's none of the trees grew. None of the trees. Actually, I can see one of the trees here. It's getting. So yeah, I think I've shown you guys a lot. And too, I forgot to show you guys, in our farm too, we do have guavas. And the guavas, these are actually the guavas. We call them mapera. Mapera, guys. And they are still young. So yeah. And yeah, and this other side, actually the neighbors, whereby we are all relative. Like, let me just say, we are not even relative. We are not even neighbors. We're just relative, because all these are just relative. Here's the relative, the biggest grandpa. We have my grandpa, who is the second. We have the third one. Like, they were given within the age, the first, the second, the third. So all this, their family, you understand? So if you see me say, hi grandpa, you'll be wondering, but Millie, you said your grandpa died. Why this? And I'll be like, this is actually the grandpa brother. So yeah, we do like have like a lot of vegetables. Sometimes the only thing we don't have is maybe if you want meat. The time you want meat, whereby you can get you can sell one of the vegetable in your farm, and you go buy some meat. So as for me, the way you see our village is how it is. Maybe if I go the other side, you'll be like, why the other side looks different? Because my mom's side, it looks different. Because I really tried there, but I just love this place. I don't know why. Even sometimes my mom should be asking me, when are you coming to see me? Where are you? I'm in my dad's lands. When are you gonna come to see me? I just love it here. I don't know why. I'm just loving it here. So yeah, that's it. And this is how we look like, and this is how we survive. This is how our houses looks like. So yeah. Meanwhile, see you and bye, guys. See you next time. One day I'm gonna show you again. It will be different. And guys, in our farm too, we do have a special fruits, whereby, you know, this fruit, when I was actually in my grandma in Busia, my grandma's side, I decided to bring the seed and come plant it those years ago when I was still in school. And guys, believe me, we call them ofene, and they've been eating a lot of it actually. As you can see, this is actually the younger one. The other time I was here, there was another one here. Probably I think my dad removed it. My dad, who is my uncle, actually don't be like, okay, you know, things like that. So this actually the fruits looks like. This fruit is so amazing. It's so sweet. Papa, wafunile fene abela nano. Eh. Kuharo bata. Oh. Okay. Wakumalile. Oh, so this actually often is so sweet fruit actually. So yeah, this is how our home looks like, and this is me. So guys, I'm gonna show you how I climbed the tree. This is actually that's the symbol tree to go up actually. I don't wanna fall down. Where? So yeah. So that's actually our home. Actually, a lot of people, they are not here. My cousins, they are not here. Some they are married, some they are outside of the country, they are working. And it's not actually a bigger family, it's just a smaller family, but that's how we are. So if you see me, Millie, I'm going back home, you can find me here, you know. So, ciao! I'm actually a good girl. I decided to remove the avocados on the tree. I'm actually gonna visit my mom today, and guys, I decided to go and see her. I'm gonna carry for her some avocados in our farm. Don't be asking like, where is your mom, where are you? It's actually a long complication story, but yeah. So I've just removed some avocados because I could have not even be able to remove a lot of them, but yeah, I'm gonna fix with some other things. Let's put them together and take it to her, because I know she doesn't have avocados in her farm probably. You know, I love her so much. She's my mom, and yeah, so let me just go.